Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. April was a really busy month for me, and this video is going to cover my favorites, which a lot of it is tailored towards the items that I brought on vacation. If you weren't aware, I went to New York City for IMATS New York, and there's a whole haul video and vlog which is 30 minutes long, so if you're interested in looking at that, I will link that below. And I just got back from Iceland 2 days ago, and that was a week-long vacation. So I've been gone a lot of April, and most of these items are stuff that I either brought with me or needed when I got back. So let's dive right into it. The first item I have is actually a holdover from last month because I totally forgot to talk about it, and that is the Too Faced Candlelight Warm Glow Highlighter. This is a highlighting powder duo, and it contains, I guess that's kind of a cream shade, but this side is more of a peach, and it's not as stark as the Becca highlighters, but sometimes you don't want something as luminous as that. This has been a really good in-between highlighter because as this temperature has been warming up, I've actually been reaching for a lot more warm, peachy looks on my eyes, and I just feel like this really complements it. Alright, so with all of this traveling, my skin actually started to suffer a little bit. In New York, my skin got so incredibly dry that I couldn't even be bothered to put lipstick on the entire time because the outer rim of my lips were just totally parched. And you know when they're so dry that you get sort of that white ring around it? Yeah, not very sexy. So the next few items are stuff that I used when I got back from my trips for both New York and Iceland, because when I came back my skin was like, it didn't look good. Like I'd started to break out and I just needed something to calm it down. The first item that I reached for was my NYX Rêve de Miel lip balm, and my mom picked this up for me in France. I'm smelling it for a reason. My mom picked this up for me in France in, I don't know, I think it was last year. And I'm smelling it because even though it's a honey lip balm, it smells like lemon, which always makes me smell it whenever I grab it, as if I'm expecting it to smell something different, right? Anyway, this is a super luxurious balm that is pretty amazing at repairing any kind of dehydrated lips that I end up with. You will notice that it's not just a balm. There are little granules, and I'm not really sure what they are. They're inside the balm, and you can feel it when it's on your lips and you kind of rub them together. But this does wonders to keep my lips hydrated, especially after a flight. Oof. And the next few items I really needed because my skin was starting to do friggin' weird things on me. And it's kind of it's a collection of items. The one I've used most recently is the Sephora Honey Sleeping Mask. And I've got a few of these that I've used sort of over the last few months or so. This one in particular is the Nourishing and Balancing one. And if you look at the pod, I've used it last night. So you peel it back and you get a bunch of product on the inside. I think you can get about 4 uses out of each pod, because even though it doesn't look like a whole lot of product, it does a great job of covering your entire face. And I don't have them anymore, but I've used other ones as well. And it doesn't seem to matter what specifically it is. So this is Nourishing and Balancing, this is Mattifying and Anti-Blemish, Ultra Moisturizing and Brightening. It doesn't seem to matter exactly which one I use, because all of them do wonders to calm my skin down. We came back on Thursday, and Thursday night and Friday night I wore this to just relax my skin, and overnight I noticed a difference. And I think that's almost astonishing for me for skincare, because skincare is supposed to have 6 to 8 weeks to develop on your skin in order to renew the cells and all that. But there's something in this that is just really great for calming my skin down, so I reach for these whenever I have a problem with my face. Alright, getting away from skincare because it's not really my favorite thing to talk about. I think it's a little bit boring, but I hope you found some of that helpful. So one of the items that I picked up in New York had been sort of hyped a bit on the internet for the last few months, and that is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I can see why the internet kind of fell in love with this. It has this beautiful packaging that's kind of a purple to yellow to teal ombre. It's very beautiful. It's got an imprint, which we all know we're suckers for. And to me, this smells like If you remember back in the 90s or early 2000s, it smells like Sun-In, like that hair lightener stuff you would use to like brighten up your hair or give you highlights and stuff like that. A lot of people have said that it smells like suntan lotion, but to me it smells more like that. What is it in that brightening stuff that, I guess it's kind of like bleach. That's terrible. No one is going to want to buy this based on the fact that I'm saying it smells like bleach. It smells like suntanning oil mixed with kind of bleach, or like that, is it hydrochloride? It's something like that that's supposed to lighten hair up. So I'm not selling this very well now, am I? This is a fantastic bronzer. It is the darker shade. My friend Julie got the light bronze shade. This is just it says bronzer, but I know there was a paler shade, so this is the darker one. But it's still very pale. I'm still in my winter skin tone right now, and it's enough. I have it on today. It's dark enough that it can give me some bronze action going on, but it's not going to be over the top like some of my other bronzers can be. So I think this is really easy to play with, and I like the smell, but I'm not sure it's going to appeal to everyone. Regardless, I really love this product, so I think you should check it out. All right, the next two items are kind of a joint favorite. I mentioned last month, I think it was, that I really enjoyed the Clinique, let me get the name right, Clinique Pop Glaze Sheer Lip Color and Primers. And more specifically this month, I really enjoyed the Melon Drop Pop shade, but in conjunction with another lip color, and that is the Too Faced Le Creme lipstick in Bon Bon. I picked this up a few years ago when I was on vacation with my friend I was visiting her in Baltimore. Now this shade is quite bright, and I don't know, I kind of got put off wearing this for so long because I kind of felt like it didn't really go with my coloring. But when I saw it in photographs more and more, because I did a tutorial last month using the Sweet Peach palette, and I wore this in conjunction with the Pop Glaze, it really spoke to me. There's something about that makeup look that just really did it for me. Together, these are a great, fun summer combination, and as I've been wearing it the last few months, I think I'm going to continue to do that because I really love how these look together. All right, the last item is going to be one that is a repeat from last month, and frankly, I don't care because I'm so in love with it. That is the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. I've already talked about my excessive love for this palette to the point where I actually bought a backup because everyone needs a backup of a palette, right? But I didn't want to be without it. So I picked up a backup of this, and I can't look at it without smiling. So I'm gonna close it. So more specifically, I brought this palette with me to Iceland, and it was the only palette I brought. I really fell in love with the gold shade in there. I don't know what it is specifically about that one. I've really struggled with golds in the past, so there's something about this particular gold shade, it's called Bananas, that just really worked with my skin tone. And I think it helped because usually I'll try to pair gold with browns and it never works out. But because this palette really has more purples and oranges, that combination worked out really well for me. As I said in the video where I hauled this, I didn't just get another backup for myself. I also got another palette so that I could give it away. Because this is a US exclusive via Ulta, the rest of the world doesn't have access to this poor little palette. So I thought I would buy one and give it away. So if you're interested in getting this gorgeous palette, check the description box down below. There will be a link to my blog, and you will have to go to my blog and submit the information on the Rafflecopter form in order to be entered for this giveaway. It is open internationally. I want to make sure that everyone has access to it, and I will ship it to you no matter where you live. And I think that about covers it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enter the giveaway, good luck. I'll see you next time. Bye!